What's up? How's it going, guys? This is a short video I want to make on how to make a quick project on your iPad. Now, everybody should have Garageband on their iPads. If not, if you're using a school iPad, you can contact support at olmrcs.com and Mrs. Tenzinger will get you sorted out correctly. If you're using your own home iPad, you should already have GarageBand on it, but if you don't, you can go on the App Store. It's free. And yeah, so let's get started. We're going to make a song using our own name and using some of the smart keyboard and smart instrument parameters we can use. So what you need to do first is see that plus sign in the top corner of the screen, the top right corner. You're going to have to press that plus sign and we will get started into a new project. So real quickly before we begin, what I want to say is if you are in 3rd, 4th, or 5th grade, you will be familiar with most of this because we've done a lot of this in class. 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, we didn't do this because we didn't have iPads. But if you have your own iPad, you can follow along. For kindergarten, 1st, and 2nd grade, what I'd really like is for the parents to watch this video, and then the parents learn how to do it themselves, and then do this with their child. And as you'll see, there's a lot of different ways you can go with this. Once you know how to use these tools, you can start making anything you want. I think it'll be a lot of fun. So if you have a younger child, just watch the video yourself. It's not hard. Tell them how to do it. I'm sure they'll get it right away. All right, let's get going. Okay, so this is the instrument selection part of GarageBand. If you don't see keyboard, just swipe left or right till you find it. And then we're looking for the sampler that's under the keyboard. It is second from the right. It's right there. It's the sampler. It has the speech bubble with the music notes in it. Select that and we'll get started. Okay, so now we're in the sampler. What you're going to do is once you're ready, you hit start and you say your name into your iPad. I did it right there. Now use keys.
Mr. G.
Mr. G. Mr.
Mr. G. Mr. G.
Mr. G.
Mr. Mr.
Mr. G.
So you can see we can use the keyboard to modify the pitch of our sample. The lower the pitch, lower down the keyboard, the slower the sample will be. The higher up, the faster the sample will be. You'll kind of hear, I'll say my name faster if it's higher up than lower. You just know this for the future. Now what you're going to do is you're going to record. Now how do you record? You hit the red button in the top center. Once you hit the red button, it will count you in. It'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, giving you the tempo. And a metronome will start, giving you the time. So hit that when you're ready. Start recording. A red bar will show up. Record 8 bars.
Mr. G.
Mr. G.
Mr. G. Mr. G. Mr. G.
Mr. G. Mr. G.
Mr. G. Mr. G. Mr. G.
Mr. G. Mr. G.
Mr. G.
Mr. G.
Mr. G. Mr. G. Mr. G. Mr.
Okay, 8 bars put in. You'll see at the very top while I'm recording, it's red, that bar where all the lines are. When I'm done recording, it turns green. So if it's red, that means you're recording. If it's green, that means you're done recording. All you need to do when you're done recording is hit the play button again. It'll stop, and you can start working on other things. So now we're going to see in the top left, there's that symbol icon with 3 lines on it. Press that, go back to track view so we can check out our project so far.
Mr. G.
Mr. G.
All right, so here's our project. You can see that the line that's going through the timeline is telling us where we are in the music. That's called the playhead. You can either click the playhead to drag it back to the beginning, or you can hit that button with the line and the backwards play button. It's the restart button. It'll bring you right back to the beginning of the track. And that's where you're going to want your playhead to be anytime you're recording, right in the beginning, so that you aren't recording in the wrong place and have to do it over again. Okay, so now we're going to go to drums. So we're going to use the smart drums. That's on the bottom left. So just click that. They'll show up with the smart drum grid. Okay, here's our smart drum grid. So you'll see your instruments you can put into that grid wherever you like there, and it'll automatically make a beat. Quiet to loud, up and down, simple to complex, left and right. So the more right you put it, the more complex your beat will be. Also, see where it says hip hop drum machine? you can change that sound to whatever you like of whatever's available. So it doesn't have to be just a hip hop drum machine. You can also sound like a real drum kit if you want. So go ahead, start just dragging around, experiment, put it wherever you like. Okay, so I got something I like here. Make sure your playhead is at the very beginning, and hit record whenever you're ready.
Mr. G.
Mr. G.
Mr. G. Mr. G.
Mr. G. Mr. G.
Mr. G. Mr. G. Mr. G.
Mr. Mr.
Mr. G.
Mr. G.
Mr. G.
Mr. G.
Okay, we're done recording, so just hit play again to stop it. You can hit those 3 lines to return back to the track view, like I did here, and you can go look at your project so far.
Mr. G.
Cool. All right, now we're going to add bass. So hit that plus sign at the bottom left corner and go over to bass. We're going to use the smart bass, bottom left. All right, now here's where it gets a little more complicated. Like before with the drum machine, you can change the sound of the instrument by clicking on the instrument. Right now I have the Liverpool bass, like it's supposed to sound like the Beatles. I really like the synth basses, so I'm going to use one of the synth basses. And then what you need to do after that, make sure that autoplay is on. Right there, there's like a knob, 1, 2, 3, 4, and off. Just make sure it's on 1, 2, 3, or 4, whatever you want, and then click one of the bars because it'll turn into just these straight bars, and you can start playing with stuff. You start playing with the cutoff, which will give a different sound. The mix will give a different sound. Do whatever you want. Okay, I think I like that. I'm ready to record. You can change the cutoff and mix while you're recording.
Mr. G.
Mr. G.
Mr. G. Mr. G.
Mr.
Mr. Mr.
Mr. G. Mr. G.
Okay, just hit play to stop that, and hit the 3 lines in the top left. Go back here. We can check out our project.
Mr. G.
Mr. G.
Cool. So now let's add some keys. So go back and hit that plus button in the bottom left. We're going to scroll through until we get to keyboard. Back to keyboard. But now we're going to select Smart Piano instead of Sampler. So go ahead, bottom left, Smart Piano. Click that. Okay, now this looks very similar to the bass. We can switch our sounds. We have the autoplay, which we're going to use again. In this mode, you can just touch it'll play chords like that. Here I'm changing the sound. I think I'm going to do something more synthy like before, just to keep in the right sort of mood of things here. Okay, so now I'm going to go back here, turn autoplay on. With this one, it's a little more complicated, this synthesizer, so you can mess around with different sounds by dragging that box up there, like I am right there. But I had my last thing in A minor, so make sure when you have the bass and the keyboard, it's the same. Like if you pick D minor or G or C, make sure you pick the same.
Mr. G.
Mr. G.
Mr. G. Mr. G.
Okay, that was a little bit more emotional than I thought it would be, but that's alright. Let's go back to track view and check it out.
Mr. G.
Mr. G.
Mr. G. Mr. G.
Alright, so there's our 8-bar track. So if you follow my directions, you've successfully completed a piece of music, and you can use these tools to make whatever you like. Okay, so now I'm going to go into effects and levels. If you don't want to do this at this point, that's fine, because this is done. You could call it done, but I'm going to just show you a little bit extra, just to show you what else you can do with this software. Okay, so here's how you get to levels. You just go to the left side of the screen where the instruments are and drag it to the right. Boom, right here. Okay. Okay, so what do these symbols mean? Okay, so the slider, that's your level. That's how loud or soft your track is. The headphones will solo that instrument, which means every other track will be muted. So if I solo just the drums, I'll only hear the drums, no bass, no piano, no sample. The speaker with the crossed out, that's mute. It's almost the opposite. If you don't want to hear the drums, you just mute it. Or if you don't want to hear the sample, you mute it.
Mr. G.
So I can already see that my drums are too loud, so I'm going to pull those down a little bit. My synth, my Antarctic Sun, that isn't loud enough. Pull that up. I'm going to do some muting, just see what's going on here.
Mr. G.
See those green bars jumping up and down on the sliders? Those are your levels. That's how you can tell how much energy is running through that particular instrument. Alright, let's talk about effects. It's as simple as hitting the FX icon on the top left next to the levels. Okay, so this is a little complicated, but just start messing around with what you want here.
Mr. G.
Mr. G.
Okay, I can look at my levels, and the repeater isn't really working for me, but the filter, you can already see what's going on here. This is a reverse. Two different kinds of reverse. Alright, this is like a DJ. I don't really like that, but this is a bit crusher. It'll make your audio sound more. And this is a gator. It'll open up the sound at different intervals connected to the tempo. Back to filter.
Mr. G.
Cool, I think I have an idea of something I want to record, so let's go.
Mr. G.
Mr. G. Mr. G.
Mr. G.
Mr. G.
Mr. G.
Okay, so as you can see, you can record FX and changes like that live if you mess with it while you're recording. So I'm going to play it back, not touch anything, and all of the stuff I did will be saved.
Mr. G.
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 Alright, so now you're going to want to save your project. That's as easy as clicking the top left symbol. It looks like a folded piece of paper. Go click that. It'll save. Bring it over here. Double tap your song. Mine's my song 4. Double tap it. And you hit rename. I want you to rename it like this. Name song. And then your name. Mine's Mr. G. Save it. If you do this, I'd like to hear what you got. Please send it through. I'd really be interested in hearing what you guys work you've done.
Okay, had a lot of fun recording that. I want you guys to use these tools to, flex your musical muscles, and use the tools to make different stuff that I didn't tell you how to do. So if you can send those through, that'd be so cool. We can share them with each other, and I look forward to that. Our Lady of Mercy, pray for us. Hope to see you all soon. All right, see you next time.